Shane Van Gisbergen is no longer just a road course specialist, he is rapidly becoming one of the most fascinating stories in NASCAR. The former Supercars superstar delivered another eye-opening performance at North Wilkesboro Speedway, proving once again that his oval racing learning curve is moving at a pace that few believed possible. What began as an ambitious transition from Australia to NASCAR is now evolving into a legitimate threat to some of the sport's biggest names, and the rest of the garage is starting to take notice. The statistics from North Wilkesboro were impossible to ignore. Van Gisbergen led 49 laps, shattering his previous career best mark of 12 laps led on an oval. Even more impressive, he spent more laps inside the top 10 than any other driver in the field. For long stretches of the race, the Trackhouse Racing driver looked like a veteran short track ace, rather than someone still learning the nuances of oval competition. Every lap he led only added fuel to the growing belief that SVG's breakthrough oval victory may be closer than anyone expected. Perhaps the most talked about moment came when Van Gisbergen charged past Denny Hamlin on a Stage 1 restart to seize the lead. As the New Zealander suddenly found himself at the front of the field, his radio transmission instantly became one of the highlights of the weekend. The lighthearted comment showcased a driver who was not only competing against NASCAR's elite, but enjoying every second of it. Fans quickly embraced the moment, turning it into one of the most viral clips from the race weekend. The drama intensified later in the stage when Ty Gibbs stormed around the outside and stole the stage victory on the final lap. Van Gisbergen's frustrated but honest radio response immediately resonated with fans who could hear both the disappointment and determination in his voice. Yet instead of fading away, SVG responded exactly like a future contender would by taking the lead again on the Stage 2 restart, this time muscling past eventual race winner Joey Logano. It was another powerful statement that his speed on ovals is becoming impossible to dismiss. The performance reportedly caught the attention of NASCAR legends and analysts alike. Dale Earnhardt Jr., who has frequently praised drivers willing to challenge themselves in new disciplines, was among those impressed by Van Gisbergen's continued development. Discussions surrounding SVG's progress exploded across NASCAR circles, with many observers noting that the learning process that was supposed to take years appears to be happening in a matter of months. Some even began asking a question that seemed unthinkable not long ago: how long before Van Gisbergen becomes a weekly oval contender? Now, as NASCAR heads to the iconic Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the Brickyard 400, the intrigue surrounding Van Gisbergen has reached another level. Joey Logano sent a thunderous message to the rest of the NASCAR Cup Series on Sunday, delivering one of the most dominant performances of the 2026 season at North Wilkesboro Speedway. In NASCAR's first points-paying Cup race at the historic short track in 3 decades, the Team Penske star completely controlled the event, leading an astonishing 323 of 450 laps. The victory not only marked his first trip to victory lane this season, but also shattered his own career record for laps led in a single race, instantly transforming him from a playoff outsider into a serious championship threat. What made the win even more dramatic was the relentless pressure applied by Denny Hamlin in the closing laps. The Joe Gibbs Racing veteran threw everything he had at Logano, searching for any opportunity to challenge the number 22 Ford. Yet every attack was answered. Every restart, every corner, and every strategic move seemed to favor Logano, who drove with the confidence of a driver determined to remind the NASCAR world exactly why he remains one of the sport's biggest stars. By the time the checkered flag waved, Hamlin was left chasing shadows, while Logano celebrated career win number 38. The victory immediately ignited debate throughout the NASCAR community. After months of inconsistent results and growing questions about Team Penske's competitiveness, Logano suddenly looked unstoppable. Fans who had counted him out of the championship conversation were forced to reconsider. Social media erupted with speculation about whether North Wilkesboro was merely a breakthrough moment or the beginning of a terrifying late-season surge that could completely reshape the playoff picture. Adding even more intrigue to the race was the impressive performance of Shane Van Gisbergen. The Trackhouse Racing driver briefly stole the spotlight when he surged to the lead and recorded the best oval performance of his NASCAR career. His now viral radio message, playfully asking his team what he should do after taking the lead, quickly became one of the most talked about moments of the event. Meanwhile, Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Bubba Wallace, and Todd Gilliland all delivered strong finishes. The reaction from NASCAR legends was equally intense. Several former drivers and analysts praised Logano's masterclass in race management, describing it as the type of performance that separates champions from contenders. Some even compared the display to the dominant short-track victories produced by NASCAR's greatest stars of previous generations. Others warned the rest of the field that a confident Joey Logano is often at his most dangerous. Now, the biggest question facing NASCAR is simple: was this a one-race explosion, or has Joey Logano officially awakened? His rivals suddenly have reason to worry. The driver who spent much of the season fighting criticism is now back in victory lane, back above the playoff cut line, and back in the championship conversation. Joey Logano's latest victory has sparked a fresh wave of debate across the NASCAR world, and one of the most talked about reactions came from Hall of Famer Dale Earnhardt Jr. While Logano celebrated another important win for Team Penske, the discussion quickly shifted from the result itself to the way the victory was achieved and how Logano handled the spotlight afterward. Fans immediately flooded social media with strong opinions, turning the story into one of the hottest topics in NASCAR. The controversy is hardly new for Logano, whose aggressive racing style has divided fans throughout his career. Many supporters praised his ability to do whatever it takes to win, while critics argued that his hard-nosed approach continues to create unnecessary tension with competitors. The latest victory reignited those familiar arguments, with NASCAR fans once again split into opposing camps. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has long been one of the most respected voices when discussing Logano's racing style. In previous controversies involving Logano, Earnhardt Jr. argued that aggressive moves are part of NASCAR, but he also stressed that how a driver handles the aftermath can be just as important as the move itself. According to Dale Jr., competitors often remember what is said after an incident just as much as what happens on the racetrack. That perspective resurfaced as fans analyzed Logano's latest success. Many observers pointed out that Logano remains one of the sport's most polarizing figures, admired for his talent and determination, yet frequently criticized for the way he races rivals in high-pressure situations. Even some longtime NASCAR fans admit that while they respect his achievements, they still struggle to embrace his on-track style. The debate became even louder because Logano has recently been involved in several public disputes, including a widely discussed disagreement with baseball legend Chipper Jones. Although the feud was eventually resolved, it highlighted how quickly comments involving Logano can become major headlines. His ability to attract attention, whether positive or negative, continues to make him one of NASCAR's most talked about personalities. As NASCAR heads into the next stretch of the season, the spotlight remains firmly on Logano. His latest victory added another trophy to an already impressive career, but it also reopened debates about aggression, sportsmanship, and what it takes to win at the highest level. With Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s comments continuing to fuel discussion and fans passionately defending both sides, the controversy surrounding Logano appears far from over. A major rumor involving Denny Hamlin has taken the NASCAR world by storm, sparking intense discussion among fans, analysts, and industry insiders. The speculation centers on Hamlin's future in the Cup Series, after the veteran driver recently reaffirmed his plan to retire following the 2027 season. While Hamlin has publicly stated that he intends to step away, many fans remain unconvinced, especially given his outstanding performance throughout the 2026 campaign.